Sports. It's in the game. That was the perfect call out there. Once he got the blocks, he made a move, and he was headed to the end zone.
tonight.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First play and a first pass for Murray. Flushed out right. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Purdy to throw it on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with career touchdown number 70. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Moody good with the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Murray now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play action. Now Purdy. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense. I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On second down, here's Murray. And that's incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass. And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Murray now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Armstead, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The extra point try now for Moody. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
21-0 our score after 1. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Murray off play action. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Down the left sideline. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ayuk goes in motion. Able to find Gray here. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this 35-0 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
This one caught by Kittle. And nothing there after the catch, but he does get this down to the 43-yard line.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Niners have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it is 42-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Murray. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Dancing to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. So we've reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
There he goes left side.
Brandon Ayuk.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
73 yards.
And the Niners just continue to roll. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their half. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they got this game well in hand.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He'll return it from the 6. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Purdy off the play fake.
Forced out to his left. Gets this one to use check. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They go play action here. Purdy. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Murray now on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident. Through an opening, and there he goes. Still going. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the gun, Murray. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. He's got a man, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Purdy now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Moody for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. This 2nd and 4. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Murray's throw complete to McBride. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Murray gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Murray going to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step,
tonight.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Oh, they'll run it. And, right away, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. He's still on his feet. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, the last time out they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Oh, what a move. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there's a time now.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Achane on 1st and 10 to the 43, second down. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Up the middle, Achane. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy bootlegging it. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tua now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st down, back to Achane. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Achane. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Still on his feet. And down to the 29-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, he's got Parker. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Up and good for Santoso. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Play action. Now Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he's got it. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to... But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we are at halftime, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Completes it near the sideline to George Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Niners have got it on cruise control. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Rip left, rip left.
Tua going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Here's Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
54, Mike. Check, watch 54.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's Purdy. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A
big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Purdy looking to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here. Purdy again to the big tight end, George Kittle. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. A
25-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Purdy will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming. 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is a give to Achane.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And some room to work. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go. Red 38. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 54.
On first down, Schmidt. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. You look at this Niner defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Schmidt. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
To throw on third down. Schmidt. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. He was inching up towards 200 yards receiving, couple of touchdowns, and I think you said it best at the end of the game. It was a pleasure to watch his performance, wasn't it?
Absolutely, because you and I both know none of those numbers came by accident. They were a result of him being in perfect sync with his quarterback, and boy, it was beautiful.
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 19 carries, 134 yards, and the score, too.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Looking to throw. Schmidt. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Extra point try now for Moody. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Operating from the gun. Schmidt, and that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Schmidt. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Dances by him. So a change of possession here on the punt. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of down.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Again, it's Stevenson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Too good that time with his legs and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, baby.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Schmidt. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Schmidt. Being chased out left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point, and it is 42-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Schmidt. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Back to throw. Schmidt. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready?
Douglas, the man in motion. They'll look to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Danny Gray and the 49er offense headed back out. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You got now.
This is caught at the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk with career touchdown number 75. And the 49ers extend their lead yet again. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Stevenson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schmidt. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first and 10, Schmidt. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A second and 10 now, third quarter action from Foxborough. Looking to throw. Schmidt. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They need 18 yards here on third down. Back to throw. Schmidt. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Schmidt got Dobbs over the middle. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. A beautiful fake. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
So far he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And now this is scoop. There he goes, left side.
He's to the 15.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return from a 49er touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Schmidt.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Schmidt.
That is caught.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete to Dobbs. He's into space past the 25.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, Stevenson.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. This is 2nd and 8. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Flush to his right.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
New England's offense set to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled. Checking this down to Stevenson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a
day. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And this one is incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there, but it's going to be second down. You look at this Niner defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll work down inside the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 60 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him to first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Now Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On first down, it's Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Will begin at the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Here's Fields.
And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, McCaffrey.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
To throw is Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Here's Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Fields.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now it's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fields throwing again.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
75 yards.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And a rout is on here in this first half. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A shotgun snap. Fields will get this out wide to Singletary.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes.
There he goes left side. He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Fields now to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field. A monster game so far. 3rd quarter, he is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
yeah,
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And this pass caught by Gray. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. They go play action here. Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Play action. Now Purdy. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the 49ers are pouring it on. Moody good with grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh, my goodness, three or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And now they're in the hurry-up. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. In the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put in #1 for what we've seen this season.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. Purdy off the play fake. Steps away to his left. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk laying himself out in the end zone. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Purdy will throw for it. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in Practice now, something they never really did before.
On first down, Fields.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Able to find Gray here.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Niners are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing again is Fields.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd down and 6 now. From the 50, here's Fields.
Forced out to his left, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
They'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Throwing again.
Fields complete on the quick throw to Moore.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own.
It got his man complete. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team.